The U.S. Air Force's goal has been to finish re-engineering the last of its fleet of 76 B-52 bombers by 2035, but this schedule might now slip to the following year. This would extend the total time between the original Commercial Engine Replacement Program, CERP, contract award, and the completion of the upgrade work to around 15 years. Delays and cost growth have already beset the CERP effort. At the same time, we are getting new information as to what will be included in one of the re-engineering kits. In 2021, the Air Force announced it had selected the Phone 130 as the winner of a competition to re-engine its remaining operational B-52s, something that had been a topic of on-again, off-again discussions for decades at that point. The B-52's original manufacturer, Boeing, is the prime contractor for the actual integration work, which requires a host of additional modifications to the aircraft. The resulting bombers, which will also get an array of other upgrades and are currently expected to serve into the 2052s, will be redesignated as B-52Js. The B-52s were the last of these bombers produced, and the final example rolled off the Boeing production line in 1962. The aircraft have received various improvements and updates already since then. The B-52J CERP production phase includes procurement and/or production of aircraft components to support installation of new engines and associated subsystems onto the B-52 aircraft. Engines will be provided separately by the government, according to a recent Air Force contracting notice. Building, storing, and delivering aircraft modification kits to Tinker FB Air Force Base or other designated locations, if required, on an as-needed basis through the production phase for up to 76 B-52 aircraft, including additional spare parts, production tooling, and support equipment to support installations in a 5 to 8 year period, starting Fight U-88 An 8-year period starting in fiscal year 2028 would wrap up in fiscal year 2036. The 2036 fiscal cycle will start on October 1, 2035 and end on September 30, 2036. As of 2023, the Air Force said it was looking to complete the CERP effort by 2035. The contracting notice does say that the Air Force's goal remains to have its first 2 B-52 seconds with the new engines by 2028, which will be used for ground and flight testing purposes. Prior to the B-52J production phase, the Boeing company will develop aircraft modification installation drawings and select aircraft modification component suppliers. It adds, the Air Force otherwise sees the B-52 as a key element of its nuclear and conventional long-range strike capabilities through at least 2050, including in a potential high-end fight against China in the Pacific. In addition to the on-aircraft upgrades, the bombers are said to receive new weapons to support those missions, including the nuclear-tipped AIM-181, a long-range standoff, Warsaw, cruise missile, and future conventionally armed hypersonic weapon. Regardless, the re-engineering program remains arguably the most important upgrade effort for the B-52 in decades, but it may ultimately take at least 15 years total to complete the work.